America's national security has never been so imperative than it is today. On September 11, 2001, the United States experienced the single most deadly attack on U.S. soil. The ultra-Islamist terrorist group Al-Qaeda coordinated suicide attacks that affected every American. The United States government was unprepared to respond, resulting in chaos and devastation. 9 days later, President Bush managed to respond by creating a Presidential Office of Homeland Security. At the end of 2001, the United States invaded Afghanistan in search of Al-Qaeda, which was supported by the Taliban regime. President George W. Bush called this invasion War on Terror. With the fear of a nuclear war, the U.S. government created the Department of Homeland Security, in efforts to reassure Americans that the government would protect them. The effectiveness of the federal government's actions to secure America has developed into a major controversy of the 21st century. Since establishing the Department of Homeland Security, response to natural disasters has not improved. TSA has only created more issues within the public, and after 10 years, the Department of Homeland Security is still flustered. With well over 45,000 trained TSA officers stationed at over 450 airports across the country, one would think that TSA had significantly progressed since 9/11. However, this is not the case. The U.S. government has been unsuccessful in taking appropriate security measures. Prime example, the shoe bomber. Even though the attack was not successful, all travelers are now required to take off their shoes when passing through security in airports. On Christmas Day in 2009, the underwear bomber incident occurred. The crazy part is that the underwear bomber was on a suspected terrorist list prior to the attack. CIA was aware of this, but a gaping hole in the security wall allowed the bomber to board the plane anyway. The lack of communication between agencies and failure to connect the dots has jeopardized the security of Americans. In response to the lack of security in the underwear bomber incident, TSA ordered $165 million worth of millimeter wave whole-body scanners. Later, when the high-tech scanners were tested, evidence showed that the chemical explosive used by the underwear bomber would not have been detected by one of the scanners. The federal government has also been inadequate in responding to national disasters even after 9/11. The Bush administration has stated over and over again that they have learned from their mistakes to improve their response when disaster strikes. However, this was proved wrong when Hurricane Katrina hit the Gulf Coast in 2005. The controversy over the effectiveness of the government has caught the attention of the majority of Americans. For years now, political parties have been debating the issue, but have not come to a solution. A first step to end this controversy would be getting the Congress to establish an Undersecretary for Homeland Security. With the help of an Undersecretary, the mess from TSA and the issue of responding to national disasters can be monitored closer. For an easier transition, Americans should stay informed of the issues involving their country. They should also encourage their congressmen to take a step back and look at the larger picture, besides just trying to find a solution for one problem, especially since this could end up affecting several agencies under the Department of Homeland Security.